Welcome back, disc golf fans, to the Back Nine coverage of Round 1 of the 2021 OTB Open presented by Innova Champion Discs. I'm Brian Earhart, joined here yet again by Nate Perkins at this beautiful stop on the Disc Golf Pro Tour in Stockton, California. We have a very special card today and a very special course.
Look at those foxes.
The foxes local to the course. You see them dancing and playing around all over the place. Such a special place to play disc golf. Eagle McMahon and Austin Hooper in a great spot right now, 5 down and 3 down. Alex Russell with a steady front 9 as well at 2 under par. And Barsby at 1 under par. Kind of a great spread of scores here. But Eagle, there's just something about the way he's playing right now, Nate, that I don't know. It just seems different.
I know what you mean, Brian. I mean, he's always been a confident player, but he's putting all sorts of different types of shots together to shoot that 5 down on the front. The back 9 here at Swenson gets a little bit longer, a little bit more challenging than the front.
And this is one of the easier par 3s in the course. Just straightforward 340. Eagle puts his to about 20 feet. No problem.
The challenging part about this short par 3 is the OB green right and then the bunker long. So if you don't commit to that ante like Hoop did right there, you can find yourself up on the hill OB to the right. But this is probably one of the easier holes out here at Swenson.
And Alex hoping to follow the same line as Hoop. Little bit wide, but still 35 feet from the basket.
Yeah, that was the dangerous misfire right there, but he didn't quite have the pace to reach that out of bounds.
And I'm guessing Barsby's going to go right side. This looks like an eagle in his hand.
A little bit of helping wind here, right to left. Get under the wing.
Oh, yeah.
He needs a skip.
You saw that. Speaking of helping wind, you saw that just get a little lift from that right to left.
I'm guessing that's why he opted to go with the backhand rather than force that forehand over in the wind.
Yes. Look at this. Alex Russell fading down the hill,
Run
too.
it back. Here we go. Gatekeeper rewind.
And I love that players who putt with that type of, putt to the basket, not through the basket pace, a lot more weak side putts stick because of that. And fantastic putt from Alex.
Yeah, that's why my left sides don't stick, huh, Brian?
Probably not.
There we go, Gregg.
And Gregg's going to move the 2 under as well. And Eagle gets another birdie, moving to 6 under par. This hole is pretty much, it might have been designed by Austin Hoop. The perfect mini technical flex sidearm, sloped green.
He's gaming today, Brian.
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite players to watch because of his stature. His skill set it's so technical. Every part of it. I mean, the forehand is technical, but then the backhand is also technical, and I'm just always watching him grind out those putts. Love watching Hoop play.
And we move into hole number 11, 832, par 4. This is a long shot. The tee shot is not where the drone flew. That middle gap is not taken often. This outside giant distance line is what every right-handed player is trying to take. Roller or distance shot, take your pick. And Eagle's going with a golf shot here. That's got to come out. That held Annie the whole way and is still 480.
Yeah. Again, he did this before in hole 4. He burned it over, but is still in position and as far up the fairway as someone like Hoop or Russ can full flex to.
Yeah. And Austin, is he going with the backhand? Okay.
Might lay down the roller again.
Yep, there it is. And this is that disc. I think we saw him throw it previously.
Oh, and that's
Wow.
staying
look at
on
this.
cut, Brian.
I don't think that's going to flip over. See, you were just talking about his technical skill set. I love that he can just pull that out. And he's, it's not like he's been playing the game for 20 years. He's a young kid. That's an awesome shot. And Russell trying to go for the similar line inside. See if Barsby goes for a roller as well. I think that's the Roadrunner in his hand. Oh, yeah.
Keep turning.
That's got to stand up quick.
Too much cut. That is taking him out of position. Get off the green.
There is, I believe there's a Mando off to the left to prevent you from cheating the hole and going around the left side, so he still has to play down the fairway like everybody else. And Alex, I'm guessing, is just trying to put himself into position for a par here. Turnover flick. Still a bit of a long distance to the basket. Barsby gets a decent rip on this.
Yeah, we talked about this on the front nine, Brian. This is one of those courses where you know right away whether or not you're in position to play for birdie. Even after Eagles burned over shot, he's got this less than 400 feet into the pin. He needs to get it just before the hillside.
That can only be accessed if you throw a forced skip, and that was a 70, 80-foot skip. What a phenomenal shot from Eagle. He is up there for birdie.
Yeah, any further, and he hits the front of that hillside, catches that thick grass, doesn't skip. Any higher, he gets the low ceiling.
Yeah.
He threw that shot perfect.
And Hoop, after an enormous roller, CTP is going inside forehand.
Super technical. That ceiling is really low on that left side. Flares out a little early, but that's an exceptional shot right there.
That's going to be about 30 from the basket. And here's Barsby.
He's got that body language like he's trying to throw this one in too, Brian.
And I'm guessing he's just comfortable putting it close to the basket after kind of getting away with one on his tee shot. Oh, just off the left side from Russell. That was for par, I believe. This is Hoop for birdie.
Just outside the circle, and he's going to the straddle.
Left to right wind. He can kind of aim straight at the basket. That is, yeah, please rewind that. Straddle, spin putt, downhill, left to right wind.
Look at that way that he gets that left shoulder back so that when he extends with that right hand, it's actually coming to the center of his body.
Yeah, gorgeous putt. And Eagle gets 3 in a row. Moves to 7. Hoop keeps trying to make a move on him, and Eagle is not budging right now. That is 3 in a row. He's 7 under par.
Yeah, it's hard to string them together out here at Swenson.
Yeah. It really is, just with how spectacular your shots have to be. You can't really throw these brain-dead hyzers like a lot of people complain about watching golf course disc golf. There's a lot of long-distance shots, a lot of power rollers. Moving into hole number 12, this is an uphill par 3 that has sneaky distance, OB on the right side, and these long cattail type bushes are also out of bounds. So Eagle is going to line up this wide flex sidearm, I'm guessing. It's an FD3. Look at this shot.
That is so special to be throwing the 9-speed on this 378-foot hole. Maybe the only player that has that in the arsenal to go
shot.
fairway on this hole.
And we have Hoop going with a bit of a flex shot, but that needs to sit down. That might, that's going to be out of bounds for him.
Yeah,
kind of the first mistake.
That's the fatal miss right there, is getting the nose up a little bit too much on the forehand and fading out early toward the OB sawgrass in the pond.
And Barsby putting a solid move if it skips, and this lush Northern California grass just catches it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a slope just in front of the tee pad here that you can see that can kind of get into the mind of the forehand shot. And
just like this.
Maybe like getting into his head a little bit, and he got that nose up, and that was obviously, a big misfire right there from Alex, one of the more efficient forehand players on the tour.
Definitely. He reminds me a lot of Nate Sexton's play style in a lot of ways.
Yeah, flat to hyzer.
Yeah, simple game with an amazing putt. And Hoop puts his up there. That's going to be his bogey, unfortunately, after that OB. And this is still got to earn this one. It's a pig from Russell. Okay.
Gotta love these greens out here, though, Brian. Again, these mature oak trees. It's
beautiful.
Didn't know what to expect coming here into the valley of Northern California. And Leonard Muse, the course designer, did an excellent job of creating this technical, challenging track on a golf course.
And that's going to be 4 in a row for Eagle, Nate. I don't know if we have a word for 4 in a row. There's Turkey for 3. Maybe Eagle for 4.
8 down through 12. We said it before, we didn't really know what to expect. This is a brand new course, and typically the players have a good idea of what number to expect for the winner, and if you want to get top 10, top 25, but we didn't really know.
No, there was a lot of speculation throughout the week, a lot of rumor of who shot what during practice rounds.
Hole 13, 438. It takes 400 feet of distance to cover that first OB pond, and then you can see that the water deep is only 15 feet long of the basket.
Nate, is this another mid-range? Is this that MD3?
It is the MD3.
Little hyzer. Look at this thing drift. Slow push over to the right, flatten. And that's how you go deep on a 438-foot hole with a mid-range. Circle's edge.
That's so beautiful. I could watch that over and over again. And look at the difference here. Gregg is going high-speed driver. He's covering enough distance.
But the ground play is way more sideways than forwards. And, yeah, that's going to be out of bounds.
Hoop going forehand. This is pretty aggressive.
Oh, no.
And that's low.
Keep going.
Clear it. No.
Oh, and he did not even cross in. He's probably going to re-tee on this shot.
Yeah, he might be forced to. Otherwise, he'd be throwing 3 from those rocks right in front of the pad. And that's a conservative forehand shot from Alex. But honestly, hole 13 has to be playing as one of the most difficult par 3s.
And
he did, Brian. You called it.
And that's his third shot after the penalty stroke, and he's not even remotely close to a place where you can run the basket. He's going to probably be laying up for a double bogey. And after bogeying the previous hole, that is just tough luck for Austin Hoop.
Yeah, 5 down through 11, and he's going to find himself 2 under through 13. It's hard to swallow after he's been playing some great golf so far.
Just shows you how this course makes you earn everything. Eagle for another birdie.
Pure death putt, Brian.
That's 5. That is 5 in a row. He's 9 down through 13 holes. And he's earning it. He's earning all of these birdies. He does not have tap-ins every single time. Just under control. Gregg for a pretty solid save here.
He's been having some trouble at this distance.
Yes.
Really comfortable on that one, though.
Little nose down. Kind of an easy putt to run at the basket with. His natural trajectory on his putt. Very unique, kind of a pitch putt of the old times when the baskets were a lot tougher to catch, catch putts on.
He didn't invent the putt, but he definitely popularized it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
He's one of maybe the only player that actually knows whether or not his putt is going in. I know that when I play with Gregg, I just never know. It's so high up in the air.
And we move into hole number 14, 852-foot par 4, low ceiling. The crazy thing about this water carry is it's about 350 or so for the easy short side landing zone, but it's about 480 to even clear if you're going for this aggressive spot. That's got to flatten. Look at this shot from Eagle.
Oh, he's kind of burned it over, and it still clears.
The right side, Nate, is way easier for the birdie, and it's a way more aggressive play. Okay, Gregg stalls his a little bit, but that should have enough. Wait.
Oh.
Wow, that just shows you how long that landing zone is if you try to go right side of that middle tree.
I loved that initial angle out of Gregg's hand. He got a full flight out of it and still came up short. Yeah, this left side takes about 350 to clear, but you're likely playing for par. You need 450 or 500 if you want to play that right side.
And Alex has gone out of bounds on his drive, and Austin needs to... He's safe. Let's actually take a quick form check of Gregg's shot that both of us thought was really solid. The thing I like about his footwork, actually, after his first step, it's all light on his feet, very quick.
Up on the toes right there.
Spine never bends over. Just clean torso rotation, pivots on the heel. Barsby's just timeless form.
He's been doing that forever.
So long.
I mean, he's been on the road for 15 years now. It's kind of
impressive.
Incredible.
And Gregg from the drop zone, puts him to a good spot, but still getting up and down for a par save or bogey save might even be tough from there.
Yeah, if you go OB off the tee on 14, 5 is a great number.
Yeah. And Alex, after also going out of bounds, is going to have to be playing for bogey. And Hoop is safe.
Is he lining up roller, Brian? He is. What a madman.
He's
attacking
madman.
This green.
But that's got to stand up. That has to start curling now, or that's going to go way deep. There's a pond back there.
Is that 15's pond? No.
Don't give it to him.
There's no way. That's not even in play.
Come on.
Oh, no. It's red, Brian. He has found OB left. That
is so far past the basket. That was a huge roller. Low skip shot from Eagle. Little short. But a beautiful roll forward, and he has a circle 2 look, and we've been watching him just come so close on all these long putts.
Yeah, we're getting a good look at just how difficult this green is to access. Those oak branches hang incredibly low, and these branches on the right here, they actually hang out and over the water. So if Gregg would have hit those, they typically drop right down into the water. Such a tough green to access.
And, oh, no. Ugly reaction. I think that put him outside circle 1 again. Look at that.
Oh, he's got that left for a bogey.
Tough stretch for Austin. Let's see if Eagle can drop one here for 7 or 6 in a row.
It looked like he just
So
set it
close.
in. Hoop for single bogey.
Okay, that's got to feel good. Bogey, double, and then bogey. Had he missed again, a double-double is just a horrible feeling for any professional player. Great save. Alex also for bogey here from about 33. Solid. Very solid. This is like Alex's bread and butter distance. We've seen him make so many 30 to 40 footers just standing. And 3 really solid bogey saves from our card.
Yeah, no kidding. Those were all for bogey, huh? From distance.
Yeah, what a relief. Like, as a commentator, just I feel for them when I see them out of position on this course. It's very challenging to even save bogey on some of these holes.
Eagle repping some new shirts from Discmania.
Since it was released, the Halo Wraith has been my primary driver. These discs are so juicy. It's firm, it's got a nice flight plate. I really love the plastic. The Wraith's just like a disc that everyone needs. It's the perfect combination of distance and control. Looks great, flies even better.
Moving into number 15, this is just a beautiful semi-island shot. Basket's right in front of the water, though. So at 339, you have to make a disc selection decision here.
Eagle going splice. Look at that initial angle out of the hand, Brian. Such a sharp Annie.
And you just don't see him throw that angle too often. That was gorgeous. About 28 feet long.
He really can do it with any disc.
And this looks a little bit more textbook from Gregg. And
That's special.
Textbook it is. Special is a great way to put that.
It's hard to park this hole. The
Yes.
water is only 12 feet short of the pin. And if you go OB, you're throwing from across the other side of the pond. So typically you see players go long on this hole.
And speaking of long, this needs the checkup. That's going to be probably a layup for a par from Alex. That's about 50 feet. And Hoop going with the flick, but that is sawed off so bad. That needs to sit down.
Yeah, just a little fast into the tee on that one. His body was just a little bit ahead of
Yeah.
him.
Straddling. Jinx. Straddling
good
those
checkup right
infinite
there.
signs. And yeah, made a little run at the basket, but he'll have an easy par.
Another death putt here, similar to hole 13, circles edge straight at the water.
Little bit low, just squeaks it in.
That right to left. Exactly, yeah. I kind of saw the same thing. He had a little bit of right to left, looked like it was low, and that wind kind of picked it up and got it just over the rim.
And Barsby, I love how soft he can land a driver. That is just, to me, that shows how long he's been playing disc golf for, is being able to control that little nose-up Anheuser angle and drop, a driver within a 10-foot box and not have it skip to some of the distances other players are putting it. So kudos to him. That was amazing. And Hoop is going to take an easy par, stop the bleeding. This course has teeth, man.
It's tough, and we are moving into 3 of the tougher finishing holes on the tour. Hole 16, par 4, 864. You need to cover distance off the tee here. There is an out-of-bounds sidewalk on the left, an OB green that's right at 450. I imagine Eagle is going to open up here.
Big footwork, and there's the roller. Here we go. Let's Let's take a look.
Oh, that is flying past the green.
Oh, wow. Keep going. Go. Go. That is every bit of 600 feet.
Yes.
That is enormous.
That is huge. That green is 450, and he was flying past it.
And Barsby with a more traditional shot. Surprised he's not really going roller, but I guess he is more apt to throw those technical flip rollers, but still a decent spot. But like you said previous, he knows he can't birdie from there.
Yeah, that's out of position. I mean, he's playing 4-4 from there.
And Alex, again, putting himself in play, but not far enough. You think of this whole 864. A 364-foot approach shot is no joke. But that requires you to throw 500 feet off the tee, which is also no joke. Hoop throwing, trying to throw a full flex backhand.
Yeah, and it can be defeating, Brian, because, I mean, as soon as you release it and you're not covering as much ground, you know that you're now playing it for par.
And Alex misses the goose, and probably just going to be pretty easy up and down for the par. And Hoop going air shot again.
Oh,
Here. Yeah, let's see this.
this is aggressive. That sidewalk is out of bounds. Oh, he's going roller.
Come on. Also misses the goose. No.
Wow.
But I think that kept going.
Oh, it's still...
And it's still
Wow,
going.
through the circle,
And
curling
it's
up.
still going.
What a shot, though. And what a lie. Eagle, he almost found that... I didn't even know that green existed up there.
Yeah, there's a second OB green that nobody else thinks about.
And he went hyzer FD3 into the pin here on 16, showing you just how far that roller actually was.
No problem.
Yeah, it's hard to not just have my jaw on the floor. You know, I mean, he's just piecing this place up. He's got one par so far on one of the most difficult back nines that we've seen on camera.
Just off the top for Alex. Yeah, he's only about 20 feet from the basket. And yet another birdie. He moves to 11 under par through 16.
Oh, yeah, Gregg likes it, gives it up.
And, you know, a lot of times you can outclass a course by just having a certain skill set, but he is not. I'll say it again. He's earning this score. It's just really gritty play. It's really awesome to watch him dig deep right now. And a lot of players are shooting the scores that Gregg and Alex and Austin are shooting. This is not uncommon. We're just watching a very special round happen right now, I guess.
Hole 17, another low ceiling drive here. It's only 708 feet, but the ceiling is low enough that it's tough to get into position on this par 4. And again, we've got this scenic water carry, challenging hole.
Yeah, this is one of the more low ceiling shots they have to throw. Snapped that hyzer flip.
Look at it just glide out. Gets the skip
Huge.
too. Are you kidding? That's about as far as you can throw an air shot with that ceiling.
Gregg going something similar, air shot. But again, you know, there's no chance from there.
Yeah, he's pretty out of position, isn't he? A little too far right.
He might have a little something between those trees that he's right behind, but with that green being so tough. Oh, here we go. Come on. It's standing up a little bit too early.
I love how quick he's able to get those rollers down. He's been really impressive with the
Yeah.
roller game today.
Definitely. And Alex looks like he's trying a roller, and this actually might be okay. If you're far enough left, you're actually able to play to the left side of that guardian tree way out there. So we'll see what he has. A
Whoa.
bold decision from Hoop. Is he going for it?
Well, he split that gap. That was a technical layup right there from Hoop. And Alex is way left, Brian. He's in the clear.
And I'm not sure if he is running the pin on this or just trying to give himself an easy par. It looks like he is. Oh my gosh.
Go.
That's got to sit.
Go.
And I'm wondering if he was even just trying to hit land and chance it and just take his out of bounds stroke from there for a par, because the basket is so close to the water. But now he's...
Oh, Eagle forced to go to a knee from this low ceiling. How does he get that much spin still to get a skip like that from a knee that without any weight transfer?
is a once-in-a-generation athlete that we're witnessing right now. It's fun to watch him when he's on fire. Austin is just going to take tap in there. Eagle with another birdie. Yeah, he's just going to tap in his par.
Gregg still has nearly 300 into the pin here, having to cover the pond still.
Oh, and he's giving himself a tester. Headwind putt, water right behind it. Let's see. This is for par.
Austin Hoop, 72423, and I play for Innova, Chain Bang, Temple, OTB, and Upper Park. OTB, they've been supporting me for quite a few years now, and tons of support coming from them. And just go check them out. They got a pretty good store online and retail store in Stockton, California.
Yeah, we move into the final hole, number 18, 800-foot par 4. There's so many options off the tee here. There's an outside cut roller that a lot of righties are throwing. You can throw an inside hyzer flip backhand. But players are breaking this hole. You're watching Eagle do it right now. I knew he was going to do it. This triple mando, quote unquote, is actually not a triple mando. It is just a structure built by the Pro Tour. And look at this.
I just love that sound.
That is a roller. He's throwing a roller on this.
It's hard to even
those.
film that.
Yeah, I think he just hit those trees. I'm not sure if he was trying to get it to roll. This is the more common cut roller that we see because it uses this outside fairway. Oh my gosh. This is the disc he rolled on 11, I believe. That thing is amazing.
This is why this course is such a treat to compete on at the top level, but it's also just a treat to watch, Brian, for this reason alone, the diversity of shot selection off the tee here. I mean, you got a giant Anheuser,
Look at
100
this.
feet left, 2 cut rollers.
No!
Hey, Russ laid down his best roller of the round and just hits the electrical box. Yeah, it was brutal, Gregg.
Looks like he's going air shot. Straight up the gut. Keep coming.
It's gorgeous.
And
It's not often that you see 3 completely different lines
Yeah.
off of a tee.
here's Alex going with the
Wow.
roller again.
That's It's a great recovery shot
Yeah.
right there.
He'll be able to get up and down pretty nicely from there. And Gregg still has a look. It's a little bit low. But it looks great. Circle 2, I believe.
Hoop out here in the clear. Probably still has 400 plus into the pin here.
That's got to keep going. Okay, conservative play. He knows he wants the par.
And I'm curious where... Okay. It's in prime position. I mean, this is an FD3 into the pin here. There is an OB golf green on that left side.
That looks good. Big flare. He's parked, Nate. I'm just going to say it. He's parked. That's 13 down. That is disgustingly good.
Yeah, this has been a special round to watch.
Alex puts himself into a decent spot. Kind of a rough finish for Alex. See if Austin can end his round with a... Nah, he's going to end his round with a safe par. He knows he's under.
And you can see the wind kind of picking up here. This card did tee off at 9:30 in the morning and got a little bit of a break from the wind. But you can see here, Eagle shooting this 13 down. He's the only one that actually capitalized on the morning because with or without wind, Swenson is still one of the most challenging tracks on the tour, and Eagle McMahon just pieced it apart.
Yeah,
This one's going in the memory bank, Brian.
Yeah, just with the amount of technical like rollers and challenging power shots that aren't just hyzer, that was earned in every sense of the word. What an amazing display of talent from Eagle McMahon. The rest of the card kind of having a rough time out there.
Yeah, we saw some great golf from Hoop, Barsby, and A. Russ, but a lot of difficult holes. Look at the red on that back nine.
And as you can see, Eagle's out front by 2 on Ricky and 3 on Paul. And then Nate Sexton jumping onto the lead card, playing some awesome positional play. That was an absolute treat to commentate on, Nate. And again, thank you so much to Gatekeeper Media for putting out this coverage. Make sure to subscribe to them on YouTube. I'm Brian Earhart. He's Nate Perkins. We are signing off.